going on, Jerome's. So, of course, we remember former Vikings GM Ricky Spielman, the guy who's spearheading the Jets GM search. It's probably just going to pick himself. But, of course, there are some good times, bad times. I have my share. But at the end of the Zimmer and Spielman regime, there was a lot of tension there. But, he had fun with Spielman, hoarded 7th-round picks like they were precious jewels and emeralds. It's fantastic. By the way, he was the guy that signed Kirk Cousins to the 3-year, $84 million deal, and then the 2-year, $66 million extension, which is just great. It's fantastic, man. But long story longer, pretty Ricky Spielman now is a member of the Media Jackals, works for a third team as well as CBS, does a great podcast with our guy, draft guru Ryan Wilson, and we're talking about the Viking situation. Also, it's interesting that Spielman dropped that before Teddy had the horrific knee injury in 2016, he was headed into his 3rd year. It was going to be looking pretty good. And Spielman said if Teddy didn't have that horrific knee injury, he would have had a large contract. So it's kind of interesting. But they compared and contrasted the situation of Case Keenum, Sam Darnold. I do think that Sam Darnold is a better quarterback than Case Keenum was. Case had a really fun 2017. But Darnold, what he can do is very replicable, especially if he's in this system long term, but that's beside the point. Spielman was talking about Kevin O'Connell, though, the guy that makes the system for Sam Darnold to have great success, and this is what he said about KOC. Yeah, you know me. Kevin O'Connell, to me, should be mentioned as one of the coaches of the year. Look at what he's done with the quarterbacks. He should be recognized as one of the top quarterback gurus in the NFL right now. What he's done, even when Kurt was there, Kurt had his best years under Kevin O'Connell. Now, I think part of that is Spielman protesting too much. Just like, oh yeah, Kevin O'Connell's got the best years out of Kurt. You know who didn't? Yeah, the guy who I was beefing with at the end. Didn't even talk to. Yeah, the guy that hated Kyle Sluter. So in the last month of our reign together, I just signed him just to be funny. That's what happened, man. Zim didn't have the best relationship with Kirk Cousins. I still remember that final year 2021. He's like, well, we're watching film together. Where was this the previous 3 years, man? I digress. But yeah, Spielman saying that Kevin O'Connell is one of the best quarterback gurus in the league, should be in the coach of the year running. And Kevin O'Connell says, oh, yeah, me? And it is true that Kevin O'Connell is a big reason why slinging Sammy Darnold is panning out that potential. It's looking really damn good. The system that he has designed and the offense and the way that he communicates with the quarterback, the way that they're on the same page, the way that he's assembled his coaching staff as well. Wes Phillips, OC, quarterback coach Josh McCown, assistant QB coach Grant Udinsky. It does all add up to Sam Darnold just slinging it and looking really, really damn good. And also, yes, age and injury is a factor, but you see Kevin O'Connell in that hot Atlanta Falcons offense. It's not as good as he was in 2022 and 2023. So whatever happens with Darnold happens, And you did draft J.J. McCarthy for a reason. And if the Vikings say bon voyage to Sam Darnold in free agency or it's a tag and trade situation, I mean, you got to trust Kevin O'Connell, because who would have thought that O'Connell would have done this with Darnold? Now, we were on that wall because we're obviously overly positive, but Darnold was the number 3 overall pick for a reason. He failed. It's like Kevin O'Connell said, organizations fail young quarterbacks way more than young quarterbacks fail organizations. That's true. He didn't have the support system or staff with the Jets or with the Panthers, and he has that here, and you see what he's doing. So that does make you feel good about J.J. McCarthy, because I think that he's going to be the dude, even though but he's had 2 knee surgeries, 1 and an injection. So stupid. Also, remember when I was ranting yesterday, the NFL.com power rankings, they said that McCarthy had an ACL. It was a meniscus. Guys come back from that all the time. But anyways, I digress. But I do think that him praising Kevin O'Connell damns Zimmer just a little bit, which is really just funny to me. The pettiness, the egos, everything like that. But also, I think that he is speaking truth, that Kevin O'Connell is one of the best young quarterback whisperers in the game, one of the best young coaches in the game. And frankly, we're very, very lucky to have him. But your thoughts are thoughts. Pretty Ricky Spielman has some great things to say about Kevin O'Connell. Your thoughts are thoughts. Pretty Ricky Spielman has phenomenal things to say about Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys know what to do. Skull production value.